Back now with Brett Tolman, former U.S. attorney and former Governor Mike Huckabee, talking about this case further. Gentlemen, good to see you. Brett, I want to start with you. How much has the judge leaned on this trial and also the jury instructions? I mean, you have a judge that donates to Democrats. His daughter's making a fortune off this case. She's a political operative for the Democrat Party. He tells the jury they don't need to all agree on the actual crime here to convict the predicate crime. Talk about the impact of all that.
Rob, thanks for having me. Great to be with you and the governor. I will tell you, I'm not trying to exaggerate here, whether it was Trump or anybody else. I've never seen a judge make some of the decisions that this judge has made, whether it's in the beginning, ignoring Rule 403, which is the rule, Rob, that's the rule that prevents anything that is unfairly prejudicial to the defendant from entering into the courtroom. He threw that out. He never followed it. From his decisions on who the defense would be allowed to call as witnesses, from his ability to shut down the defense when trying to cross-examine key witnesses. I've never seen a judge that has erred more on the side of the prosecution, which is 180 degrees opposite of what I've experienced in 25 years. Judges don't like to be reversed. So they typically will err on the side of allowing evidence in and allowing the defense a lot of latitude. We didn't see that, and then it culminated with this ridiculous jury instruction that I think is not only unconstitutional, it actually, to me, it makes the argument that this judge should have directed the verdict. If you can't isolate what the underlying crime is, the predicate crime, then you don't have enough to go to the jury.
Yeah, this whole thing just is rotten. Governor, I want to play Andrew Weissman. This was one of the main guys in the Mueller probe. He had a big reputation in Washington. Here's how he feels about the judge on MSNBC.
With respect to Judge Merchan, I mean, I am like now, I have like a man crush on him. He is such a great judge that it's hard to see that the jurors wouldn't have the same impression. I mean, you just keep on thinking, if you looked in a dictionary for like judicial temperament, that's what you get.
Governor, when you see moments like that, it all starts to make sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does. Weissman and Judge Merchan ought to go on a date together and enjoy their company and have dinner. I'll pay for it if Merchan will just get the heck off the bench. I wish Brett were the judge in this case. He actually has read the Constitution. He's a very skilled attorney. He understands what a courtroom should look like and how it should be. Look, I don't pretend to be a lawyer. I don't even play one on TV. But I've got more legal sense than Judge Merchan, because even anybody that watched My Cousin Vinny has a better understanding of court procedure than this guy does. It's one thing to put your thumb on the scale in a courtroom. This guy just set up and put his rear end on the scale and put his full weight down on it to try to do everything he can to crush Trump and to help the prosecution. It's disgraceful, but the real sad thing is it just might work. And let's hope that the Trump team will appeal immediately to the Supreme Court because of the unconstitutional grounds and the urgency of this decision being made to appeal much faster than months and months.
If there is, in fact, a conviction, which we still don't know yet. It didn't really go the way they thought it would today. I can tell you that much. Yeah. Brett, I got to switch for the final topic here. You have Samuel Alito. His wife put up a flag. There was another really beautiful flag found at one of his beach houses or at his beach home. They're saying he's not going to recuse himself from these cases. He's standing up to this. What are your thoughts?
I know Justice Alito. I worked on his confirmation, actually, and have been following his career for many years. I can tell you, if you want to talk about judicial temperament and discretion, there's not a more thoughtful man that I've come across in the law than Sam Alito. And look, he's correct. The opinions of his wife, his family, his friends, any of those have no relation to whether or not he can be impartial when he assesses a case before him. And look, I'm tired of hypocrisy. I see the left screaming and yelling for it, but they're all very comfortable when it's on their side. And we didn't see Judge Merchan leave the bench, and there were far greater reasons for him to recuse than Justice Alito, which are manufactured and which are, stale, and they're being used as a political weapon as opposed to the fairness of the defendant in the courtroom, like they've argued for Judge Merchan.
Yeah, that's I think the appeal to God flag. I mean, that goes all the way back to the Revolution, has a beautiful history. For them to try and make that, it shows you how much they really don't like this country in a lot of ways, for them to be offended by that flag and to not understand the founding of this country either. Governor, thank you so much. Brett Tolman, good to see you. Thank you so much.